Your sports nutrition program is failing because it was not built around you. It was built on softwares, research papers, and perfect conditions. Not your culture, your busy schedule, or your life as a professional or elite athlete. When you keep trying to follow a program that does not take into account who you are and how you live, you will burn out, lose trust in yourself, and start believing you are the problem. I've seen this over and over like a loop that never ends. Years ago, I was working with a professional footballer from South America. Young, talented, motivated, with discipline. The dream athlete. He came to me because he was given a sport nutrition program, but he was having a hard time to follow it. I look at it, it was perfect, evidence-based, detail, on point. The problem, he could not follow it. He's from South America with specific food, flavors, food preparations, that was completely different from the plan that was given to him. This plan was asking him to throw away his culture and eat like someone that he wasn't. To make everything even more complex, there was the busy life of a professional athlete. I'm Shanti Coro, a sport nutritionist originally from Italy. For over 20 years, I've helped professional and elite athletes across several sports to elevate performance, enhance recovery, reduce injury risk, improve health, and extend career longevity through evidence-based sport nutrition strategies, supplementations, and smart lifestyle choices. If you are a professional or elite athlete and you are having time to follow your sport nutrition program, this video is for you. In the next few minutes, I will teach you lesson number 1. Culture is the foundation of your sport nutrition program. Lesson number 2. Context. Your sport nutrition program have to work in any situation. Lesson number 3. Constraints. It is important not to look only to sport nutrition, but to have a view at 360 degrees to identify which are the roadblocks that stop you from excel. Lesson number 1. Culture. Did anybody ever ask you where you're originally from? Which are the food group you grew up with? Which was the food culture in your home? Probably not. You received a food log where you wrote down what you ate in the last 3 to 7 days. I often see a sport nutritionist posting online a plate to teach athletes how they should eat. However, that plate is evidence-based, healthy, but very, very boring. That make a diet in that way unsustainable. Food is not only grams of carbohydrate, protein, and fat and micronutrients. Food is not only fuel. It is our identity. It is sharing. It is memory. It has many meanings. So it is very important, if you're an athlete, you bring that inside your sport nutrition program. A sport nutrition program that does not take into account your culture will fail. You may have tried to eat in a way that does not represent your culture. But what did happen? Most likely, you start to binge and slowly incorporate more and more food from your culture, and then your program becomes nothing that looked like what was given to you, and you will eventually quit. The best sport nutrition program for you does not replace your culture. Your culture is the foundation. Then the sport nutrition strategies and the science are built on top of it. If you want to know more about the Mediterranean diet or how to incorporate elements of it into your sport nutrition program to make it more enjoyable and sustainable, I have put together a free ebook, The Mediterranean Diet for Professional Athletes, that you can download for free from my website. You'll find the link in the description below. Lesson number 2, context. This is where most sport nutrition programs fail. As a professional and elite athlete, you need to ask yourself a lot of questions when it comes to implementing a sport nutrition program. Apart the low intensity, high intensity rest days, there are a lot of questions that you need to ask. Are you traveling this week? Do you have media obligations? Do you have a family event? How is your stress level? Where are you traveling to? How much time do you have between training sessions? How many training sessions do you have today? Imagine 2 athletes, same structure, same talent, same sport. One is 20, he just turned pro, he wants to make it, he has a flexible schedule, and he devotes all his time to excel. The other one is 32. He's an accomplished athlete. He has a family, 2 children, media obligations. Do you think these 2 athletes will have the same sport nutrition program? I don't think so. A good sport nutrition program does not break when life changes. It bends. I meet with every single athlete I work with once a week. And these are 3 questions that I always ask. What is the physical demand this week? What are the practical rules? Traveling, schedule, media obligation, any social event? What is the recovery environment? Sleep, stress level, how things are at home. As a professional or elite athlete, your life is already full of decisions. If your sport nutrition program add more complexity to your already complex life, it's not anymore a performance tool. It's an additional form of stress. It's something else that you need to think about. In this context, you will eventually quit. When you build your sport nutrition program around your context, it stops being a fixed protocol and become a living system, one that works for your life, not just on paper. Lesson number 3, constraints. Every system has a bottleneck, a single narrow point that limits everything else. In your training, you probably understand this very easily and you don't even think about it. For example, if your sprinting capacity starts to decline too early, you don't try to make your upper body more explosive, because that won't fix the problem. While you might have the approach in training, most don't have the same approach in sport nutrition. Here are the real constraints that sit you back and won't be solved simply adjusting your sport nutrition program. And restriction will make everything worse and worse. Sleep is a performance and recovery tool. When your sleep is not on point, your performances will decline, your recovery will delay, your mood will get worse, your capacity to take quick decisions will be a lot worse, and your hunger and food desire will change. Cognitive load. When your mental bandwidth is maxed out by media obligation, training, pressure of winning, life demands, doubting yourself, and everything that comes with the life of a professional athlete, your brain will shift for short-term relief over long-term goals. In this condition, adding more rules, more restriction, more control will make everything worse. Sometimes the most powerful strategies is removing demand, not adding it. Stress. Physiological and psychological stress can affect your performance and recovery. When the summation of all the forms of stress in your life are higher than your body can cope with, that's when the problem begins. Your sleep starts to get worse, your desire to train and to excel start to go down, and your sport nutrition program feel like the most difficult thing in your life. When you try to address something that has nothing to do with what is holding you back, usually you get high efforts, minimal results. The question to ask in this situation is, what is the biggest bottleneck that's holding me back right now? Not what is the best plan, what should I optimize? Those are not the questions to ask. Just what is the tightest constraint? Let's bring everything together. In lesson 1, you learn the importance of your culture, the foundation of your sport nutrition program. Lesson 2, context. You don't have a single unique sport nutrition plan. You have many versions that adapt depending the context and the situation. Lesson 3, constraints. Don't focus only on sport nutrition, but look at the big picture and try to find out what is holding you back. When you look at your sport nutrition program, ask yourself 3 questions. Does it reflect my culture? Does it fit my context? What is the bigger bottleneck in my progress right now? Am I addressing the root cause? That is where sport nutrition begins. If you enjoyed this video, you will love the next one. This is a question that I get always asked at some point from all the athletes I work with. I need to lose body fat fast because I have a media obligation, or I'm too heavy, I need to be a lot leaner so I can perform better. I heard that reducing carbohydrate helped me to achieve that faster. Is it true? I will answer to this and more questions in the next video. I'll see you there. Ciao.